DegloireSpace signing in. The stories I've been hearing these days about couples that are about to break up, and one of the couple, usually the male, in the stories that I've heard, will have installed cameras and spyware on somebody else's device or at their home or in their car. Now, of course, here in DegloireSpace, what we mostly address and what we are addressing is the inner mind, our inner self. That's what we're addressing here. So, let me tell you something straightforward. If you are with somebody and you feel the need to do that, there's a few explanations. First one, you're some form of criminal investigator, so hey, you need to catch evidence because there's a crime at hand, and you are Inspector Gadget or Sherlock Holmes, and you're putting, one on one together, which would mean that this relationship is dead. It's over. That's it. Don't kid yourself. If you need to go to these levels with somebody, then it's over. The second thing is that you need to leave right now. This relationship is over. So the first one is that you're an inspector, but the second one is different. You just need to leave. The moment you start thinking like that about your partner, that's it. It's over. Just walk away. And don't be thinking about, what am I gonna lose and all that. You need to get out. Why? Because you're gonna lose yourself soon. Don't worry about what you're gonna lose. Your material gains, you know what? Yeah, it hurts. It's a big slap. But what you're about to lose if you keep going down that path is you're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna lose your sanity. You cannot watch another human being 24/7. Every human being has the right to a private life. Your wife, your kids, human beings, we behave in a particular way when nobody's watching us. We say things, we sing to ourselves, we pick our nose, we do whatever we do. When we're by ourselves, we have a different, not a personality, but we have what we're conscious about is very different to when somebody's in front of us, and that is normal. That is what a normal human being will do. Don't be sitting there telling me, when I'm alone, I'm the same as... You're not. If you have an itchy nose and somebody's around you, you're gonna be like, that's what you're gonna be doing. When you're by yourself, hey, you go right to that juicy spot. And then you got some fool installing a camera watching you. And the third reason is you're a psycho. You need special attention. And I've seen this in a few of criminal cases where somebody killed their ex or their wife or their husband or whatever. You'll find that one of the things they do is they're overly obsessive in watching the other person, just looking for that one reason. And the thing is, when you have an idea about somebody, that idea is now leading the investigation. So even go back to our point number one, Sherlock Holmes. If Sherlock Holmes has a bias to begin with, that bias is going to obstruct what he's looking for. Because suddenly, if she says hello, what does she mean by hello? Hey, hold on a second. No one ever says hello in that manner. This video has been inspired by 4 incidences that I can think of top of my head that happened like this. And then I watched a murder case where there was some TikToker who killed his ex. And they all had the same pattern. I'm not saying they're all gonna be killers. I'm not saying they're all gonna be doing that, but that's the pattern that we have. Now, if you are on the receiving end, if you find that your partner has done that to you as well, as in they're spying on you, they have left spyware on your phone, in the house, and they're watching you. I'm not talking about security cameras. That's different. Security cameras is something we all, in this day and age, we agree that we need to have a camera on the driveway. We need to have a camera is somewhere where there could be a theft or somebody might enter from there. That's normal. That's house security. So that's not what we're referring to here. We're referring to the obsession. We're referring to somebody who installs a camera in your car without your knowledge. If you are in this relationship and your partner does that to you, I don't know. I've heard some people say, oh, I like that. He's jealous about me. More like psychotic. There's a healthy jealousy, a little bit. I don't really know. I'm not a big fan of jealousy in general. I think whenever there's something that makes you anxious unnecessarily, it means you need to be checked. There's something wrong with you. There's something up with you. There's something that you need to work on. When you leave your house to go somewhere, the idea that my wife is going to cheat on me or that shouldn't be on your mind. That should not be on your mind. If it is, there's something you're not addressing. There's something you're not addressing. Either that or maybe you're creating some obsession in your mind so that you find your wife like, hey, maybe other men like her so that I can justify her to myself. Maybe, I don't know. But what doesn't allow you to function well, you got to get rid of it. But in today's topic, I'm gonna just strictly say that if you are in a position where somebody is watching you without you knowing, or if you are watching your partner, or and you're not paid for it, as in you're not a private investigator, this is just you doing it out of your own motivation, you're wasting your time there. That you shouldn't be there. Okay, that's one thing. Or you need to really address what it is that's making you feel like that. And if when you address it, it's the behavior of the other person, then you know what? Some women behave in such ways that make somebody feel really jealous. And that's their personality in a lot of cases. If you can't handle that personality, you shouldn't be there. Because sooner or later it leads to something nasty, like you hitting her, or in some cases murder, or not worth it. Not worth it. And you need to work on that inner self of yours so that you put yourself in better situations. Or if you happen to be with a woman like that you know how to live with it without anxiety. Different strokes for different folks. DegloireSpace signing out.